Hello class and welcome to Module 4. You have 2 assignments this week. So the first one, you will have to have the textbook in order to do this assignment. There are no other options. So if you have not gotten it, you will have to do that. If you have not gotten with your advisor about the textbook, that's who you will reach out to. But with that said, you will have a free writing assignment. So all you're going to do is look at those bullets there, is think about your topic, write anything about your topic, your stance on it, your thoughts on it. So free writing is just going to be where you sit down in front of the computer and you just type, and you get everything here on here. I wouldn't worry about grammar. I wouldn't worry about punctuation. I mean, I would attempt to do it, but if you mess up on spelling, you don't have to go back and fix it. You're just going to write. So nonstop for 10 minutes. So anything that comes to your head, no right, no wrong, you're just going to get it down. And it gives you some things to think about there in the bullets and the directions. So look over that. Then we're going to go into 4.2, your thesis and your key points. So I have given a very detailed example below of a thesis statement, and this is how yours should look. If the directions say you only have to talk about 2, but I would highly advise you to go ahead and do the 3 because you're going to have that for your essay. So let's go ahead and knock that out now. So if you look below at the example, if I'm going to have my essay is going to be about online school is the better educational option for adults. So I have my argument, because you have to have an argument, or you can't have a counter. I'm not just informing. I'm not just telling you what online school is. I am telling you that it is the better option. So I need to prove to you, my audience, that this is the better option. So I have to have 3 reasons. So it is better because it's faster paced, flexible, and cheaper. And so those are my key points. And so that is what you will want to do. That's what you have to put in your thesis. Will be the last sentence of your introduction. But for this assignment, it is just your thesis statement. And so then you're going to talk about 2 of the key points. So you only have to really explain 2. But again, it wouldn't hurt you to go ahead and do 3. You don't have to do just the bare minimum. So if you look at below here, the example, and then in the discussion, I give you an example of how to do it. My first key point is this, and then I give you an example of how to do the in-text citation, because that's required. And then I would do the same thing for the second key point. So make sure that you're looking at those directions here. Share your thesis statement, talk about 2 of the 3 key points that you're going to have. You want to list your key points, your 3 key points in your thesis. So you have to list the three key points. And then, but you only have to talk about 2 and have research for 2. And then include all your research and your quotes, your paraphrases. Make sure you're not relying just on direct quotes. You have to have paraphrasing as well. And then for your feedback on your responses to your peers, there's 2 parts. So you can't just say, oh, great thesis, great key points. You have to answer 1 and 2. I would do 2 different paragraphs so you ensure that you get everything that's required. So give feedback on the thesis statement. Do you see a connection between the thesis and the key points? What are some opposing viewpoints? So how can they expand on those key points to prove the thesis? So there's lots of things to consider for your peer reviews, and you have to address these things. So I would implore you to not wait till the last minute. Try to get these done early. And if anybody has any questions or wants to send me their thesis statement in an email for me to look at, I'm all for that. And let's have a great Module 4.